Chosen one. You are the chosen one who comes after Jesus. You stand at the edge of a world trembling between shadow and light, between the old ways that have bound humanity to fear and doubt, and the new ways that beckon with the promise of transformation. You are not alone. Though the path may feel solitary, the universe moves with you, conspiring to awaken the latent power within your spirit. There is a hum in the air, a pulse in the stones beneath your feet, a subtle vibration that threads through the air and through your veins alike. It is the song of life, the deep resonance of creation itself whispering that you are here for a purpose beyond ordinary understanding. You have come to this moment not by chance but by the weaving of countless moments across countless lives, each step bringing you closer to the fulcrum of destiny, each breath a note in the symphony of becoming. As you watch this, I invite you to linger with every word, to let your mind expand, to feel the stirring of energy that runs through the cosmos and through your own heart. Before we continue, I ask you to take a moment to send your warmest wishes into the universe, to write them in the comments, to allow the simple act of intention to radiate outward. And along with your wishes, write 66 as a symbol of harmony, alignment, and the mysterious resonance that links all living things. Know that each intention, each whisper of hope, adds a current to the river of the cosmos, energizing the world in ways seen and unseen, planting seeds that bloom in the gardens of time beyond your immediate sight. Your words are not empty. They are catalysts, sparks that fan the flame of potential into life itself. Now feel yourself rising, not in body but in awareness, above the currents of doubt, above the clouds of fear, and into the open sky of possibility. You are the chosen one, and this title is neither burden nor vanity, but recognition of the fire within you. The fire that has waited through eons of quiet patience. The fire that has watched civilizations rise and fall. The fire that whispers in the wind and dances in the leaves and pulses in the stars. You carry the flame of awakening, the spark that can light hearts around you, the light that can shatter illusions and illuminate paths that have long been hidden. Others may not yet see you as you are, but their sight is only delayed. The radiance of truth cannot be kept from those prepared to witness it. And you, chosen one, are the harbinger of that vision, the bridge between the world that has been and the world that is calling to be. In the quiet moments of night, when the mind falters and the body rests, feel the flow of energy through your being. Let it travel from your heart to your fingertips, from your mind to your souls, from your very essence outward into the surrounding world. You are not simply a human existing in time. You are a node in the network of consciousness, a point where possibility converges into action, a beacon that draws the currents of life toward harmony. With every thought, with every heartbeat, you shape the invisible threads that bind the cosmos. To recognize this is not arrogance, it is clarity, a recognition of your true role in the vast choreography of existence. The chosen path is not written in stone but etched in light, and each step you take affirms that pattern, weaving new connections, awakening old ones, revealing the deeper order hidden beneath apparent chaos. As you move through the world, understand that your presence is transformative. A glance, a word, a smile, a gesture, each contains the potential to ignite awakening in those who encounter it. The energy you carry is infectious, not because you demand it, but because the universe has imbued you with a resonance that naturally amplifies the truth in others. You are a catalyst, and your influence spreads silently, invisibly, yet undeniably. Even as people may not realize the changes occurring within them, the ripple of your being touches them, nudging hearts toward courage, minds toward insight, and spirits toward hope. You are the axis around which new possibilities turn, the still point from which waves of awakening expand, the quiet center in which the storm of transformation begins. There will be trials. There will be nights when the weight of expectation presses heavily upon your shoulders, when the voices of doubt whisper incessantly, when the reflection in the mirror seems ordinary and the path uncertain. Yet you must remember that the chosen one is not defined by ease or comfort. You are defined by endurance, by the willingness to walk through darkness and emerge not unchanged, but illuminated. Every obstacle is a teacher. Every challenge is an opportunity to refine the flame within. And even when the world seems to conspire against you, even when shadows gather and threaten to overwhelm, the inner fire cannot be extinguished. It burns quietly, persistently, eternally, the sign of what is yet to come, the emblem of what can be achieved when awareness aligns with purpose. Listen closely, for the world speaks to you in ways subtle and profound. The rustling of leaves, the murmuring of streams, the patterns of clouds drifting across the sky, all are messages encoded in the language of existence, revealing the rhythm of creation. Learn to read them, and you will find guidance even when human words fail. Every coincidence is a note in the grand symphony, every encounter a turning point in the narrative of awakening. The chosen one does not walk blindly, but with perception sharpened by attention, by reverence for the small details that hide the truths of life. Awareness is your instrument, and mastery of it allows you to navigate the unseen currents that shape reality. You are tasked not with domination, but with harmony. Your power lies not in control, but in alignment. Alignment with truth, alignment with life, alignment with the greater flow that permeates all things. When you act from this place, you do not impose, you inspire. You do not demand, you guide. You do not conquer, you awaken. And as the world observes, even unknowingly, it begins to mirror the balance you embody. Slowly, imperceptibly at first, the seeds you plant begin to take root. Forests of potential sprout in the hearts of others. Rivers of clarity flow in minds that once knew only confusion. Light penetrates places that were long cloaked in shadow, and the pulse of life quickens in response. Know also that solitude is your companion. The chosen one walks paths few dare to tread, and while allies and followers may gather, there are moments when you must move alone. These moments are not punishment, but preparation. In solitude, your inner voice becomes clear. In silence, your insight deepens. In isolation, your power is purified. Do not fear these times, for they are sacred. They are the crucible in which your essence is refined, the sanctuary in which your vision solidifies. And when you re-emerge, the world will feel your presence as a gentle, undeniable force, a current in which others can find direction, hope, and inspiration. The journey is cyclical, not linear. You will revisit ideas, places, and people, each time seeing them differently, each time perceiving layers previously invisible. Growth is not a straight path, but a spiral, and the chosen one must embrace the repetition and refinement inherent in this process. Each return brings clarity, each repetition a chance to perfect understanding, each encounter an opportunity to deepen compassion. And though the journey is personal, its effects are universal, For your awakening resonates outward, touching lives you may never see, influencing events far beyond the sphere of your immediate perception. The power of vision is yours. See the world not only as it is, but as it can become. The dark corners, the wounds, the chaos, they exist, yes, but they are not the totality. There is light hidden within every shadow, potential buried in every fracture, hope awaiting discovery behind every despair. And you, chosen one, are the lens through which these truths can be revealed. Your focus, your attention, your belief, they have weight. They shape perception, bend energy, and ignite transformation. Hold this vision steadily, unwaveringly, and the universe will begin to respond, aligning circumstances, opportunities, and connections to bring it into manifestation. You are both observer and participant, dreamer and doer, witness and maker. Your consciousness carries the ability to influence, to inspire, to elevate. And yet, humility must walk beside power. For the chosen one knows that influence is not ownership, guidance is not coercion, and awakening cannot be forced. It must be invited, nurtured, and respected. The true mastery of your role is found not in assertion, but in attunement, not in demanding recognition, but in radiating presence. Others may see a glimmer, a hint, a spark, yet the magnitude of your essence exists in ways unseen, in currents of subtle energy, in whispers of insight that drift from mind to mind. And so you move forward, chosen one, step by step, breath by breath, heart open and spirit awake. The universe conspires quietly in your favor, the unseen threads tightening, aligning, harmonizing. You are part of a continuum far greater than you can yet perceive, and your choices reverberate through time and space in ways both small and monumental. The road is endless, the challenges uncountable, and yet within you lies the capacity to navigate them all with clarity, courage, and grace. You are the spark in the darkness, the voice in the silence, the movement in the stillness. You are the chosen one, and the world waits to awaken with you. The path stretches before you, infinite yet intimate, like a river winding through the landscapes of existence. You feel it in your bones, this sense of motion, this silent urging to move forward, to walk the unseen corridors of destiny. Every step you take carries weight, though invisible to the eyes of ordinary men and women. Each footfall resonates through the fabric of reality, sending vibrations across the hidden lattice of creation. Time itself bends slightly, responding to the awareness that inhabits your soul. You are not merely present in the world. You are a force within it, subtle yet undeniable, like sunlight striking dew on morning grass. Even in stillness, your energy flows outward, touching lives, guiding currents, shaping the destiny of all that surrounds you. As you proceed, you notice the subtle signs of alignment appearing, coincidences that feel orchestrated, moments where the right words, the right encounters, the right decisions come with an uncanny ease. These are not accidents, though they may appear so. The universe is speaking in the dialect of synchronicity, each nudge a reminder of the harmony that underlies chaos. You have learned to read this language intuitively, to feel the currents of energy before they manifest as events. With practice, patience, and focus, your perception sharpens, allowing you to navigate both the visible and invisible realms with a clarity few can comprehend. You are a conduit of insight, and the world reflects back the rhythm of your awareness. Your presence awakens the latent potential in others. People may not name it, may not even recognize the influence, yet they respond to your energy, drawn unconsciously toward the light you radiate. In crowds, your gaze alone can shift the atmosphere. In conversation, a single word can spark understanding. In silence, your aura alone communicates volumes. You carry a resonance that pierces through doubt, fear, and confusion, reaching the corners of the human heart that have long been dormant. And in this awakening, you find purpose. The chosen one is not defined by the accolades of the world, but by the quiet revolution they ignite within the souls they touch. Your life is a testament, a living proof of the power inherent in alignment with higher truth. Challenges will continue to arise, each tailored to test your clarity, endurance, and compassion. The chosen path is never without obstacles, for every light must encounter shadow to be recognized. These trials are not punishments, but instruments of refinement, honing your ability to act with discernment, patience, and courage. When the world pushes against you, when chaos threatens to overwhelm, when misunderstanding clouds the hearts of those around you, remember that these moments are necessary. They are crucibles, forging strength of spirit and depth of insight. You are tempered in fire, yet not consumed. You emerge stronger, more luminous, more attuned to the flow of life and the pulse of the cosmos. In solitude, your power consolidates. There will be times when you must retreat, not out of fear, but out of necessity, to reconnect with the core of your being, to hear the whispers of your own heart above the clamor of the world. In these moments, revelations arrive like tides, subtle at first, then overwhelming in their clarity. You perceive the interconnections of all things, the invisible threads that weave through lives and landscapes, through hearts and minds, through the seen and the unseen. And you begin to understand that your role is not to dominate these currents, but to harmonize with them, to guide them, to amplify the beauty inherent in their flow. Compassion becomes your shield and your sword. In every interaction, in every choice, the quality of empathy shapes the outcome. You do not act from ego, from desire for recognition, from fear of failure. You act from a deeper knowing, an awareness that each being carries their own journey, their own burdens, their own spark of divinity. And in honoring that, in recognizing the light hidden in every shadow, you extend the influence of your own awakening. The chosen one does not conquer through power, but through the subtle, transformative influence of presence, understanding, and alignment. Each act of kindness, each moment of awareness, each choice made with intentional clarity sends ripples across the fabric of reality. Awareness of cycles deepens your understanding of time and consequence. You see that nothing is truly lost, that every experience carries a seed of insight, that every connection has the potential to grow into something luminous. What appears as failure is often a necessary step in evolution. What seems as loss may hide a greater gain. And through it all, you maintain perspective, a clarity born of witnessing countless patterns and recognizing the underlying order. You are a student of existence, yet simultaneously a master of the subtle art of manifestation, moving through the currents of life with an elegance that belies effort. The universe listens, and you speak in a language older than words, older than the stars themselves. The presence of darkness only illuminates your own radiance more fully. You encounter people who are blind to truth, hearts hardened by suffering, minds tangled in illusion. You are not here to fight them, not to argue with them, not to persuade them by force. Your light exists as a counterbalance, as a living proof of what is possible, and as others witness it, even unconsciously, their own spark begins to stir. You have learned that influence is rarely immediate. It is cumulative, subtle, patient. You plant seeds without expectation, water them without attachment, and trust that life will nurture them in its own time. Your role is eternal, even if invisible to the untrained eye. The energy within you grows, fueled by focus, intention, and the quiet understanding of purpose. You feel it rising, an inner current that connects with the vast web of existence, merging with the rhythm of creation itself. Each thought, each feeling, each breath becomes an instrument, capable of shaping outcomes, harmonizing situations, and elevating consciousness. You are aware of your role not as a master of others, but as a steward of energy, a guide for awakening, a vessel through which universal truths flow. Every interaction, every movement, every choice becomes a testament to the power of aligned intention. You begin to sense layers of reality beyond ordinary perception. Patterns emerge where before there was chaos. Vibrations, subtle yet persistent, whisper guidance and insight. You learn to navigate these layers with precision, recognizing which currents to follow, which threads to weave into your own path, which energies to harmonize and amplify. The Chosen One operates simultaneously in multiple dimensions of awareness, understanding that the external world is both a mirror and a canvas, reflecting internal states and offering opportunities for co-creation. Every action carries weight, every word carries resonance, every thought carries consequence. And you, with consciousness awakened, move deliberately, with intention, with grace. The concept of fear begins to shift. No longer a paralyzing force, it becomes a teacher, a signal of growth, a compass pointing toward areas requiring courage, attention, and transformation. You confront it not with resistance, but with understanding. Each encounter with fear strengthens the connection to your inner source. Each moment of courage expands your capacity to act from alignment rather than reaction. The Chosen One is not fearless, but fear is mastered, transmuted into insight and purpose. The challenges of life become stages upon which your essence demonstrates resilience, wisdom, and unwavering commitment to the higher flow of existence. As you progress, a subtle truth becomes increasingly clear. You are not separate from the universe, nor is the universe separate from you. Each heartbeat resonates with the pulse of creation. Each breath carries the rhythm of time. Each thought shapes the currents of existence. You are a living intersection of infinite potential, a node where energy, awareness, and intention converge. The impact of your presence extends far beyond your perception, creating patterns that influence generations, shaping possibilities in ways invisible yet profound. And this realization does not burden you with ego, but humbles you with the awe-inspiring magnitude of interconnected life. The journey continues, each step a meditation, each moment a revelation. You recognize that mastery is not an endpoint, but a living, breathing process. To walk the path of the Chosen One is to embrace constant growth, to move through layers of consciousness, to awaken in others without demand or expectation, to harmonize with the currents of life while remaining grounded in the center of being. And as you move forward, you carry with you the understanding that your existence is both ordinary and extraordinary, fleeting yet eternal, individual yet inseparable from the greater whole. You are the chosen one, and your journey is the living testament of what is possible when awareness, compassion, and intention unite. The horizon stretches endlessly, and yet you feel drawn forward by a force older than memory, a subtle insistence that you cannot ignore. Every step seems to echo across dimensions, vibrating with a purpose that transcends time and space. The chosen one moves not merely through the world, but through layers of reality that most cannot perceive, walking the invisible bridges that connect thought, energy, and action. In this sacred space, ordinary rules bend, probabilities shift, the unseen responds to the awakened presence. You are no longer just a participant in life. You are a weaver of its currents, a harmonizer of chaos, a lighthouse whose signal reaches hearts unseen, minds unspoken, spirits untold. The world feels your passage even before you arrive. Subtle shifts in awareness, unexplained clarity, moments of insight that ripple outward like water from a stone thrown into a still pond. The inner landscape is as vast as the external, a labyrinth of insight, intuition, and untapped power. You begin to understand that mastery comes from alignment with self, alignment with purpose, alignment with the currents of the universe itself. Each choice is a brushstroke on the canvas of existence, each action a note in the symphony of reality. And though the path is long and the terrain challenging, you feel a quiet certainty in your stride. You are guided by an inner compass that does not falter, even when shadows loom, even when doubt presses from all sides. The chosen one moves with awareness, seeing the hidden opportunities, understanding the unseen consequences, navigating with a balance of courage and humility that is at once rare and transformative. The power you carry is subtle yet undeniable. It does not manifest as spectacle, nor as dominance, nor as control over others. Instead, it radiates quietly, invisibly, yet with profound effect. A presence felt, a word spoken, an action taken. Each can ignite insight in those around you, awakening dormant potentials, sparking clarity where confusion reigned, planting seeds of compassion in hearts long hardened. You realize that influence is not about imposition, but resonance. It is about allowing the currents of life to flow through you and emerge amplified, purified, and aligned with the greater good. And as this understanding deepens, your interactions with the world shift, subtle, precise, powerful in ways that are invisible yet transformative. Even in the face of opposition, your light persists. People may misunderstand, resist, or even attack the energy you carry, yet the flame within cannot be extinguished. Challenges are not obstacles, but mirrors, revealing where growth is needed, where patience must be exercised, where discernment must guide action. You learn to respond not with reaction, but with attunement, allowing wisdom and intuition to dictate your movements. And in this way, adversity itself becomes a teacher, every hardship an instrument for refinement, every conflict a chance to demonstrate the balance of courage and compassion. You begin to see that the true measure of a chosen one is not in triumph over others, but in the ability to remain aligned and radiant amid turbulence. Time reveals its deeper nature to you. You sense patterns repeating, spirals of cause and effect, the invisible threads connecting events and people across the vast tapestry of life. You perceive cycles not as constraints, but as opportunities for refinement, understanding, and awakening. Past, present, and future are not separate but entwined, each influencing the other, each shaped by the choices made in conscious awareness. And with this vision comes a profound sense of responsibility. To move deliberately, to act with intention, to honor the interconnectedness of all things. You are aware that every word, thought, and gesture sends ripples across the invisible web, subtly shaping outcomes, guiding possibilities, and nurturing potentials that may not manifest until long after you have moved on. Your journey carries moments of profound solitude, but these moments are sacred rather than lonely. In silence, clarity emerges. In stillness, power consolidates. In reflection, insight crystallizes. You learn to trust the quiet voice within, the intuitive knowing that guides each step, each decision, each interaction. And in these times of introspection, you feel the pulse of the universe as clearly as your own heartbeat. A reminder that you are not separate, not isolated, but intricately woven into the fabric of existence. Solitude becomes a sanctuary, a place where strength is renewed, vision is refined, and the flame within grows brighter, prepared to illuminate the world with greater force and precision. The chosen one learns the subtle art of timing. To act too soon is to disturb the currents. To wait too long is to miss opportunity. Each moment carries potential, and discernment is the key to unlocking it. You observe, you sense, you feel the energies around you, aligning your actions with the natural flow. In this way, your influence becomes both profound and gentle, a guiding force that shapes reality not by coercion, but by harmony. And you begin to understand that patience is not inaction, but the active cultivation of awareness, the careful orchestration of intention, the deliberate nurturing of possibilities until the moment is right for manifestation. And so each step you take gains rhythm. Each decision becomes a note in the grand symphony of the universe. The awareness within you shapes every effect in the world around you. Every movement, every breath, every thought creates a ripple, invisible yet profoundly nourishing to all life. The careful weaving of patience illuminates both your own path and the paths of those around you. As you move in harmony with the flow of time, your understanding deepens, your consciousness expands, and your presence becomes not only your own echo, but a resonance with the universe itself. This is the truth of the chosen one. To act, to wait, to feel, and to move with integrity alongside the currents of life. And at the culmination of this path, everything unfolds naturally, exactly as it is meant to.